I'm a blank.
Can't be a blank. Can't be a blank. If you're a blank, you're going to be the go-to guy.
I don't. I'm just here to, I guess, I don't know, see what's going on today. I don't have anything.
Looks like it's a beautiful day in the Northwest.
Yeah, actually.
It's about freaking time. Over.
Right?
Well,
Man.
Robert knows it's 38 degrees out right now.
Holy
Yeah,
cow!
I was just walking the dog. My hands are cold. I'm going back in.
Damn.
We're supposed to have a high of like 50, 56, 58 today, something like that.
Yeah. I'm tired of being cold, and I went and bought a new coat on Sunday, and then of course, I saw the weather forecast is mid-50s now, which is good.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's t-shirt weather for us, right?
Right, exactly.
Well,
you can test your coat.
It's currently 60, and today's going to be an 86.
Yeah. Just rub it in. I was only there for 3 days, and I loved it.
No, that would be too hot for me.
Freaking
Pretty
86.
nice.
Man, I can't believe we've only got 4 of us out of 50 agents. What's up? Jeez Louise. Rise and grind.
Yeah, right?
Well, since you weren't here yesterday, what did I do with it? We played a game as soon as I find it.
The game?
Yeah. You remember the answer, Werner? Remember the answer from yesterday's game?
Oh, am I being put on the spot?
What happened to it? I must have threw it away. So, the one takeaway that I shared with everybody yesterday was, what we took away from Sync was the idea of practice, practice, practice.
Right.
And good morning, Megan.
Morning, Megan.
And so with that said, Megan, did you have anything that you wanted to talk about today? I guess that's maybe kind of sort of thinking about it, not sure. Okay. Let's see what you learned in Sync University. Mike? Hey, Werner.
Say that again?
Werner, do you remember the answer to yesterday's game?
What question was it? I don't know. Game?
Yeah, we were trying to
discuss
the backside of the card. Rob, do you remember the answer to the backside of the card yesterday?
It was one piece of gum. I don't remember.
Oh, gosh, guys. Okay, start over. Mike?
I was distracted by the banana hat thing.
I knew I shouldn't have done that.
I missed banana hats.
We played treasure hunt. And so today's treasure hunt question is on the backside of this piece of paper.
Wasn't the answer yesterday practice?
Well, that was what we were doing, is that it was practice, practice, practice. And so I wanted to, when we have opportunity, is for somebody to come up with an answer of what a buyer, they may have 3 kids, they may be renting. There are some obvious answers that through enough drill down that you would be able to discover it. So it's basically an answer to a discovery question that you should be able to accomplish through an open house, a cold call, warm call, any real estate conversation. If you're doing enough drilling down in the 3 whys of one what. Makes sense?
Yeah, I nodded. I said yes.
Okay. In that
Yeah, I
case,
didn't know if you were talking directly to me.
in that case, let's go with Megan. You be the so you pick something of an answer that somebody asking enough discovery questions should be able to discover with a buyer.
I can't. I've got 2 kids that I got to get ready to go out the door here.
Okay. Well, we'll let you go.
I'm just trying to listen in.
Gotcha. Werner, you got an answer that you should, as a buyer, that a good discovery agent should be able to figure out?
I don't understand. So what should I do?
Okay.
Because I didn't understand yesterday the game. So
Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I have an answer, and through enough discovery questions of somebody in an open house, you should be able to discover what the answer is to this card is. Okay? So
Okay.
we're pretending that it's an open house and I'm walking in. And you're the real estate agent, Mike.
Oh,
me?
I'm the real estate agent.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, hit me. I'm walking in.
Hey, how you doing today? Welcome to the open house.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm Jim. This is my lovely wife, Denise.
Hi. Can I get you guys to sign in today? I just need to get you to sign in, and then we'll take a walk and look around the house.
Wonderful.
So what brings you in today outside of looking at this beautiful home?
We're just kind of seeing what's going on in the neighborhood. Just kind of wanted to see what this house is going for in particular.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look around, and then we'll kind of see what you're looking for. So obviously, this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Is this what you've been looking for?
Yeah, a 3-bedroom, maybe a 4-bedroom.
Yeah. So why 3 or 4 bedrooms?
Just because we're looking for something a little bit bigger. We're kind of busting at the seams a little bit.
Busting at the seams. That means what? Family, animals. I mean, what do you got going on there?
We got a family.
Yeah.
3 kids, 3 girls.
Oh, geez. Okay. And then nobody's working from home right now?
No. Well, my wife was, but no, we're all back to work now.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like, yeah, 3, 4 bedrooms would be good for you. How about property? I mean, are you looking at anything with a little bit of land or fenced in yard?
Nope.
No. So you're sticking in the 3-bedroom, 2-bath area?
Yep.
All right. Schools. What ages are they?
3, 5, and 7.
All right. Yeah. So elementary, obviously. And then you probably want junior high nearby, and then have good schools too.
Yeah,
this is a
nice.
great home.
Yeah.
This home right here, you've got the elementary right down the road, and the junior high is less than a mile away. So this is a really great neighborhood. There's parks down the street.
Perfect. I
Great
like
neighborhood.
it.
It's very safe.
I like it.
Have you guys already looked into financing and all of that for home purchase?
No, we're don't know exactly who to go talk to or what to do yet. We're I have a friend that's a mortgage guy. I'll probably give him a call.
Okay. Well, I have a tried, tested, and true resource for that. Somebody who's a very big professional. Me and my partner, we've sent them through this guy over and over and over again, and he's always come through for us. So
Okay.
This is a
Wonderful.
Very good. You know, if you need help with that, I can absolutely help you with that.
Okay. Wonderful.
So let's see what's next. Normally, yeah, I should be standing up and walking around at this point.
Well, we are. We're walking around.
Yeah.
Nice bathroom. Yeah, that's nice. Nice. Oh, this is a nice garage. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. Yeah, this is nice.
So how long have you guys been looking? Is this your first place that you've been looking at?
Okay, you're on the right path. Yeah, we just started about a month ago.
Okay. Well, you know, I tell you, have you guys been just using Zillow and Redfin, and then looking at the for sale signs on the roads and open house signs?
No, just using Redfin.
Okay. Well, I have the ability to access the NWMLS. That's the Northwest Multiple Listing Service, and that'll allow you guys to see, if you allow me to, set up a portal for you that will allow you to see all the latest homes.
That
Blah,
ain't
blah,
it.
blah, blah.
Keep going.
And then I go
Okay.
through my spiel.
Okay.
So I have your information written down. So tonight I can go home. I can set you up with that. How does that sound? Does that sound good to you guys?
Yeah, it sounds wonderful.
Okay, cool. And then what we'll do is we'll keep in contact. And if you see anything you like, let me know. We'll go take a look at the houses. If you don't, and if you don't see anything,
I'm going to
I
help
can
you out.
readjust your parameters.
I'm going to help you out. I can't do anything right now.
You can't do anything right now. So what's stopping you?
Well, think about it.
The financing portion?
Are you currently renting or do you own a home?
Oh yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Dang it.
Yes, Werner.
How long is your lease?
Yeah, thank you. I'm currently renting.
So when is
Oh, great.
Oh, go ahead, Werner.
Yeah, when will your leasing end? How long do you still have with it?
I have 2 months left on my current lease.
Okay. We got it together. Teamwork with Mike. Thank you, Mike, for helping.
So close. Dang it.
Yeah, I was wondering when do you come up with this question, because you already asked all the other questions possible, right?
Yeah. This is why daily practice is important.
Practice. Don't focus so much on sailing, okay? Don't focus on so much on doing a MLS search and setting up with a lender. Focus on the story. Focus on the story, on the pieces of the puzzle that make up this story, right?
Right. Yeah.
Why are they out looking? So you know that they're out looking because they have a family. So they've got kids. You missed an opportunity to tell me about your kids and make a connection that you've got 2 kids of yourself.
But I would like to hear, I couldn't find it yet, kind of a script because almost everybody says, okay, I have an agent, right? Or I already have one, or I used one which I used before, blah, blah, blah. So this is difficult to answer then, because then you say, okay, nice. But I always use my line. I will always say, okay, I give you my information here, and on the back of my business card I write backup plan. This was the idea from Todd, and yeah, it's fine. Everybody takes it and say yes, backup plan, but that's it at the end, because there's not much to follow up.
Well, my question would be is, so you have an agent, Werner. Wonderful. May I ask who you're using? And then if they can give you a name, then okay, that's great. But if they're sitting there stumbling along and they can't figure it out, then that's kind of a cue.
Yeah, see, let's go there, because of course, if they have a name and say, or my daughter or whoever, then it's end. Of course, I understand that. But as you say, man, you can get the feeling sometimes they just use it as an excuse to get not pressed. So, what would be a smooth way to continue in there?
Go ahead.
Mike? Okay.
Go ahead, Mike.
So one of the things we learned at the 𝐦𝐨𝐫 seminar is you acknowledge, nod your head or whatever, but you continue. Don't act like they didn't say it, but just basically show them your value. Don't ignore the fact that
Mike, let's do it this way. I am the one who says, okay, I already have a real estate agent. It's like a friend of mine, and I bought the last house I bought 5 years ago, and I was satisfied with him. And
I
Mike,
totally get it. But if I were to find you a home that checked all the boxes that wasn't on the market yet, would you want me to send them to you?
Oh yes, why not? Of course, send it to me.
Perfect. So I don't send you a bunch of useless emails I know we get enough of them. What are those boxes? And then kind of tell me about what you're looking for a home.
Right.
And you could easily say, along that line is, good. I just want excellent. That you're taken care of with a real estate agent, Werner. Who are you using, if I might ask?
I'm using Todd from Realty Group Orchard.
If you know them. Oh, good. You're in good hands. Have you guys made any offers yet?
No, not yet. The market is too hot at the moment.
Gotcha.
And I didn't see the stuff yet, so we made we were not ready to make an offer because I didn't have the pre-approval yet, the exact number.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's absolutely critical. You definitely have to be pre-approved in this market, and and if not pre-underwritten, which is another status that puts you equivalent to cash. And then also equally important is having the right agent. And at the end of the day, that's all I care about for you, for any home buyer in this market, that they've got the right real estate agent, the right strategy, and they're ready to tackle this market currently, because it's all about having the right agent and the right mortgage lender. That's a big piece of it anyhow. Let me do this. I have 50 other agents in my office, and we're constantly getting listings. One of our crackerjack listing agents, Rob Calkins, he's always getting listings. Let me do this. If I find something that checks all your boxes, you're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage, big backyard in the Lake Stevens, would you like me to reach out to you?
Okay. Yes, please.
And so then
Good,
that just gives you the in to get their information to, and then if you do come across something, you have an opportunity to reach out and let them know that, hey, I've got a hot property that's checking a lot of your boxes. I really love the opportunity to give you a private showing of it before it gets thrown to the wolves, and see if this is something that we can make happen for you. You're kind of planting subliminal messages to them. Let's see if this is something we can make happen for you.
Right, yeah. See, sometimes, there are many questions, but most of the time I forget them, so I have to write them down somewhere.
And
or
that's
to
why
have it
we're
in my hand
practicing.
somewhere.
And that's why we're
You know,
practicing.
that's why these are so great, because I look back on my early open houses where I made really good contact with a couple of people, but because they said I have a realtor, I didn't reach out to them after that. And that was a mistake. Now that I'm seeing, hey, it was really great to meet you guys. If things fall through, or no, not even go to the realtor portion. I should just say, if you ever need anything, I'm here to help. This is my full-time gig. This is what I'm going to do for you, and just move forward with that. But that, I already have a realtor, like, scared me back into a corner for some reason. It's like, man, I shouldn't have done that,
Just hit it head on. And to be honest with you, in the 12 years of my career, I've had a good, fair size of clients who had a real estate agent but were pissed with them, weren't available, were trying to upsell them homes that they repeatedly told them that they wanted to stay under. Don't discount it because they say first of all, I never ask, are you work? I remember when I first met you guys, you were at that open house in Linwood. And when I first met you, people were coming through, and that was one of your first questions. Oh, do you have a real estate agent? Yeah.
Yep.
And you let them go.
You let them right into it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then also, I think that question, when they answered it, yes, I have a realtor, that affected how we dealt with them after that.
That is correct.
Whether or not we gave them enough attention.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It affected you subliminally, right? And the way that how you will further talk with them, and you gave them the opportunity to get you off their back.
Yep. Came out right away.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. In my last two open houses, I did exactly that. I never asked them if they have a real estate agent. At the end, I tell them, okay, so if it's not this house, I would like to send you other ideas, and I know now through the discussion what you want, what you're looking for, and I will. Do you mind I send you suggestions or listings I have within our group or in our broker house, and then if then they say no, I have already, and I work with them, there's not much you can do anyway.
Yeah.
Well, and that's where you have an opportunity to go back and follow up on Monday after the open house, and I would touch them again, right? I would just, ring, ring. Hi, Werner. This is Jim Scott with Realty One Group. I had the pleasure of meeting you on Saturday, you and your wife, that beautiful Rambler at 123 Main Street in Linwood. It was blue with a large fenced backyard. You want to recollect their memory the best that you can with that property. It was selling for $650, and just wanted to touch base with you, see if it was something. Wanted to make sure, was that property something you guys are interested in, or are you guys looking to move forward and keep looking elsewhere?
Jim, I already told you on the open house. I already work with a real estate agent. He just didn't come with me because he had no time at this time, and I agreed and said, okay, I can do this by myself. So I already work very close with him. I don't want to change that.
Wonderful. Nope, totally understand. I just want to, at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that you're being taken care of, whether it's with my services or a fellow colleague's services. It's utmost important to me that you're being taken care of. Well, you've got my name and number. If you don't mind, I'll just periodically check in, make sure that you're being taken care of. And if you have any questions about the market or buying a home in general, feel free to reach out to me. Anyways, you have a blessed day. And again, it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.
Same here. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Yeah, thank you. This was really good. Yes, I like this. I write it down. That's a good answer. Yeah. Even if they say they have one, and yeah.
No, you made it perfectly clear in my mind that your heels were dug in at this moment, right? And so I'm going to touch you again in a week. I'm just going to follow up and say, hi, Werner. This is Jim Scott with Realty One Group. I had talked to you last week. I had met you at my open house. Just wanted to touch base. I'm not here to razzle you. Just wanted to see how the market's treating you. Have you had an opportunity to make any offers? Have you found that perfect home yet? And just wanted to make sure again that you're being taken care of.
Okay, Jim, no, nothing new. And I'm looking with my agent. He showed me already some houses, and I continue with him.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, you're a freaking trooper. Keep up the great battle, and it is tough out there, but you're going to do well. And good luck to you again, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Yeah, see, this helps me more than if someone agrees and okay, let's meet. But because many times you get this completely, I'm already working, and this helps me how you react to this. Thank you. That's really good.
At the same training, one of the easiest parts. So we had this game that we played, and we went around and we read off the script, and it was fun and it was easy, and as long as you followed the script. But then we got to the objection handling, and almost everybody but Jim right there had a pretty difficult time with objections, and Jim just kind of rolled right through it and did a great job. It's an inspiration, honestly. But the rest of us were like, we really did like trip over everything. and it stopped us dead in our tracks but Jim just focused on the whys. Why are you moving? How many kids do you have? The W's, all of that. And yeah, but the objection handling, I tell you, I think the more we do that, the just better and better you'll get.
Yeah, and that's what
Okay.
it's all about, is just practice,
Yes.
practice, practice, practice.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, you just, acknowledge it. Okay, I understand you're working with an agent. It's your sister. Wonderful. That's good to know. And then just switch over to, well, in the meantime, Werner, I've got 50 agents in my office. There's constant new home inventory coming in. If I hear of a home that checks all the boxes of what you're looking for, and through our discussion, you're looking for a 3-bedroom. Is that correct? Yeah. And you're
Yes.
looking for the Lake
Yeah.
Stevens School District, and that's correct? Is that pretty much where your focus is at? Yeah.
Focus, yes, but I'm open to other areas too. So
Okay. Perfect. And then
Broad.
you're trying to keep it within the $700,000 price point, correct?
yeah, yes, and below. Yeah.
Perfect. I got 3 yeses. I've been nodding my head with you, and it's like perfect. All right. So if I find something that checks all your boxes and meets your family needs, it's okay to go ahead and reach out to you and see if you'd like to schedule a private viewing.
I'm not sure about that because I still work with my other agent.
I understand. They'll say yes.
Hey, Jim, I have a question. As I'm listening to this, I don't know what the think training is, but I'm just curious. The buyers can find everything they want themselves, and whether they know that or not. But what I'm thinking as I'm listening to this is, what do buyers really want or need help with when they know how the market is? In my opinion, is an agent who has the strategy to write winning offers. Because thanks, Jim, but I can find it all on my phone. Well, we'll get you the latest. I'll send you exactly what you're looking for. Yeah, well, on Redfin, I get an app or an alert every time a new home that fits my criteria comes on the market. So I don't see any value in that. But what would be valuable to me is having an agent that can write winning offers, that has a strategy, that knows, things like that. And I'm just curious, why that's not addressed with the script, or I don't know, whatever.
Well, Rob, that's a good point. You're right. I understand that you can look at all the homes and see the inventory on Zillow or Redfin, and I totally appreciate you wanting to maintain that. But let me give you a couple things that you may not know. First, my clients, like yourself, had been on Zillow and Redfin, and then when I shared with them that there's a lot of inventory that's flying under the radar that they're not aware of, and in fact we went under contract on a couple of them, they realized then the importance of working with a real estate broker like myself. And then, as you mentioned, you're correct. In this market, it is tremendous. I was going to say I can't even say tumultuous or whatever. I got to find another word because I ain't even what I want to use. But you need an agent that's got a winning success record in multiple bids. It's more than just using your sister or your aunt or the neighbor across the street as a real estate agent. You need somebody that's got strategies and has a winning record. It's writing an offer is just part of it, right? The other part is to communicate with the other listing agent and try and understand what that seller needs and try and build a rapport with that listing agent, because that listing agent does have a influence on what offer gets accepted. Okay, and so I've worked with hundreds of agents in this market, and so I do have a bit of rapport with many of them, both from a buying and a selling side. And then the other is to have the right lender, the right mortgage company. You'd be surprised at how many lenders will write you a pre-approval letter, and then they'll just wait for you to come back to them with a signed around agreement. It's very important to have the lender, once we make an offer, and I follow up the listing agent and I send it at the right time. There's a point where you can send it too early, and I can tell you right now you're going to lose. And there is a point where you send it too late, and I can tell you right now you will lose. There's a right time to send. Just send in the offer is a strategy. The time you send it, right? And then the follow-up call to that listing agent. And then on top, when I'm done with that phone call, is to have the lender follow up with that listing agent. That's just one of the strategies. So I would highly suggest that we sit down. I could come and meet you at your house and discuss the strategies of how to win an offer in this market. Or you can meet me in my office in Marysville. I'd be happy to sit down with you. What I got Wednesday at 3 o'clock or Thursday morning. Which one's best?
Wednesday sounds
You're right.
good.
You're absolutely right. We should be throwing that out. That I'm happy to hear that you're working with your cousin. That's great. But you know, in this market, you do need to have a strategy. You need to have a winning record, and I've got that. I can show it to you. And I even throw out that yes, if you put your offer, they have a review date on Tuesday, and you put your offer on Saturday, I could tell you right now you're going to lose. You're done. Just fucking forget it. Go look at another home. That agent's going to play you. Rob, being a listing agent, knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's got an offer in his hand on Saturday, and everybody that calls on Saturday and Sunday and Monday, oh, do you have an offer in hand? Yeah, I got an offer in hand. Well, the house is selling at $650. Is it over? And the offer is at $750. Oh, is it over $700? Yep, yes it is. Is it over $750? It's kind of sort of right about in that ballpark. Some agents will sing like a bird. I just had an agent. I mean, I love it when they sing like a bird. I mean, she literally told me how to write my offer. So there's others that you have to pick and pull, and so you have to ask those probing questions. Is it over 700? Is it over 750? Right? I don't know why they do that. I mean, it's just like, guess what I got.
You know what I believe sometimes the sales agents, if they are open or tell you exactly where to go, okay, they're interested in your offer. But if they start like, oh, make your best offer and blah, 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 I believe they have already their preferences and might have already someone they have in their eye and want to give it to them.
Don't believe it. No, don't believe it. No, that's not true. No, it's just the way they are. I find the older people, being in Arizona, the agents are old, especially here in Sun City and Sun City West. They're definitely senior citizen real estate agents.
Mm-hmm.
They are old school. They will keep, and then it's the younger folks, middle age like us, will sing like a bird.
Okay.
I think actually,
Hey,
Rob's probably the young guy.
What they need to know so they can write the best winning offer.
What's that?
I'm going to let the buyer agent know what they need to know to write the best winning offer. I'm not going to keep it a secret.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, my pay is dictated on how much you make an offer for, or you,
right.
or you. Why would I want to not tell you, yeah, I got the 700, and why would I be not trying to get 720 or 730? That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The higher the offer, the more the seller reaps, and the more I reap.
That's true. Yeah.
I swear in school they taught us that it was not legal to tell them the exact price you're at.
So you can't sit there and say, yeah, I got an offer at $700,000. It's conventional financing with 5% down. They're doing a 3-day inspection. And, oh, yeah, by the way, their financing contingency is waived in 14. You can't sit there and do that. Yes, I agree.
Right.
But you can certainly give out. Well, first of all, you have to get the seller's permission in the very beginning of the listing appointment.
Okay.
Hey, Rob, we're going to get multiple offers, and I just need your permission. Can I openly discuss, within reason, what these other offers are when I'm getting called by other agents wanting to submit an offer. Because they're going to ask me, do I have offers? And I need your permission to tell them yes or no. And then they're going to ask me, well, what's kind of the price point you're at? What's kind of the particulars? And I need your permission. Can I, within reason, discuss those parameters? And 99.99999% will say, yeah, of course. Who wouldn't?
Mhm.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
gives you the
exactly.
negotiation right there.
Is that
Sure.
right, Rob?
That's right. When you explain why, yep.
This has been a great conversation this morning, guys. I appreciate it.
Always. Now go
Yes.
out there and make it a great day in real estate. So, to answer your question, Rob, you're going to get exposed to it here in Werner. So
Yes.
the office 3 months ago joined 𝐦𝐚𝐧𝐭. It's a lead generation company, CINC. And what they are, it's a company that there you go. They generate Google wherever you put the money. It's on Facebook or Google or Listcast. 𝐦𝐚𝐧𝐭 has a platform to where it generates these leads. They drop into this website, and then you can call, text, email these leads and keep notes and blah blah blah. It's kind of it's a clunky CRM for lead generation is what it is. And so 3 months ago, Todd put it out for all the agents. Whoever wanted to join it at $75 a month, he wanted them to have skin in the game and kind of have ownership. And so we picked $75. Although the office has been bankrolling this from the beginning. So we've been at this for 3 months now, and we've been getting the leads. We got I think there's 240 leads currently, and there's 8 agents that are participating. And so currently when a lead comes in, it round robins. It will go to Mike, it'll go to Nola, it'll go to JR, it'll go to Jose, all of the folks that are currently in the program. And so �YNC offers, when we joined, we were told that we get 3 tickets they have a 3-day workshop all around the United States. And so Phoenix was the one they had here a week ago, last week. And so I wanted to go, and then I looked on the list of who else was in there. I know there's 2 other tickets, and the other classes workshops they're not nowhere in Seattle or nowhere in Portland or Boise. I knew they were going to get wasted. So I asked if I could get Mike or anybody else's butt down here, and so Mike took me up on it, and so yeah, we went to it. And so when I see all this, I know that after going to that class, Todd we've discussed it, and we're gonna revamp the whole idea of what we got going. It's going to be no more $75 a month, and it's going to be open to every agent who wants to get in. And there's what they call the concept is called a pond. So it's going to be a gigantic bucket with all of these leads, and whoever can call whenever they call, and they make a connection with these people and have a good dialogue. Understands what their story is, what they're trying to accomplish, and has got them moving in the path of setting an appointment. They will be then dedicated to that agent. And because the way we got things going now, we got leads that have just kind of been sitting on the ground and not being nurtured and followed up with properly.
That makes sense. Sounds like a better way. Just whoever's going to be ambitious, you get in there and you start. So you better get up and work. Yeah.
That's exactly it.
That's cool.
Yeah, because what's happened right now is that these 8 agents, they've only got so many leads in their queue. And so I think right now some have got 30, some have got 40.
32.
And so they've only got those many leads. And so for the folks that want to sit there and dial and work the phone and nurture, that's all they've got. And so for the other agents that have this mentality of, I'm going to call once, maybe twice, and think that, okay, this lead sucks. Because statistically, they've told us in the very beginning, and we've told this to everybody, statistically, a lead needs to be called 6 to 8 times before you'll get a phone to pick up. And so for the leads that where the agents have only done 1 or 2 calls, those leads are literally sitting on the ground, rotting away. And they're not exposed to these other agents who are doing the dialing because they're locked on those agents' queues. And so now we've kind of rethought that maybe that's not going to work. So we're going to throw it all into one gigantic bucket, and the people that want to pick up the phone and do their power hour each day in the morning or in the evening. Because what's the beauty of this, like say, let's say Mike's been doing his dialing and he's probably got, a time block of 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, that's one and done for the day. When if we put him in the pond, his is going to be 8 o'clock, yours is going to be noon, Werner's is going to be 3 p.m., mine may be 7 p.m. That lead is going to get freaking rained on until they pick up the freaking phone.
And they're all different phone numbers versus the same number that they can block over and over and over again.
Exactly.
I know all about that. I spam dial people every day.
There's a man who's not afraid of rejection.
And some of these leads, and that's what's killed me, is that some of these leads have had a house to sell.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, there's opportunity in the pond for you. And Todd has told me, just as soon as I've got success with this, he's been priming the pump with the ad dollars. But as soon as we can show success, he's going to back up the dump truck and dump some dollars into it, and it's only going to feed on itself. And so,
that's awesome.
Yes, the folks that will want to work the phone, they're gonna feast.
Well, that's the way I do with my. Oh, sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it is a good program. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, and that concept, I mean, it doesn't matter what I think, but it makes sense to me because that's what I do with my team. In a sense, where if they're not going to, I tell my team, hey, if you're not going to practice on your own every day and get better, and you get a lead and you screw up on the phone, then you just took money out of somebody else's pocket because you weren't trained up and you weren't doing what you're supposed to do to stay on top of that lead. And that's kind of what I hear is the same concept is some agents in the office that might not be as proactive as other ones like Mike, they're taking money out of Mike's pocket essentially. So that's the way I see it.
That's exactly it. And I think that was the big takeaway for me. And I've been in this for 12 freaking years, and I can't explain why. I apologize for being ignorant to the idea, but my takeaway when he was throwing up that Tom Brady picture, it's just Russell Wilson, Kaepernick, Aaron Rodgers, all of these, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, all of these rock stars, movie actors. It was practice. And that's the name of the game. And when they asked us, how many people practice, 5 times a week? Well, nobody. How many? Then they went down to 4 and down to 3 and 2. And I think it was literally they had a couple people that practiced once a week. And it was like, no. I'm going to go back to the Orca team and I'm going to change that personally. Hence why I came up with the game Treasure Hunt. Because we've got to, each person pick out a question and find somebody that's going to be the agent and then drill down to that question, to that answer. Or if that guy loses out and somebody else has got it, like Werner, perfect. We're going to feed off each other.
Oh, yes, we learn from each other too, always, yeah.
And we're going to grow together. That's what I love about this office. I was with John L. Scott in Linwood, and it was dog eat dog in that office. My God, it was dog eat dog. But this, everybody just works together and doesn't give two shits about who's who and wants everybody to succeed. Yeah, I love it.
It's a fantastic place. I'm lucky to have landed here.
Rob, when you were saying on your team, so how do you encourage your people to practice or to grow? Is it just between themselves, or?
Well, no, I've done different things, but I used to set up like a Wednesday meeting for them to practice. We do have a weekly meeting, and I always practice with them if they want to. They never really want to, but I tell them I expect them to practice at least 5 minutes per day, because you can. I know myself, when we did that 30-day challenge that we were doing, I did my own practice of scripts just 5 minutes per day, and it helped me improve. And so I tell them, I expect you to practice, and if we hear on your calls that you're not, then either I'm just going to fire you, or or get better. So that's how it is. But it's a different structure. There's people that work for me versus people working in the brokerage.
Right. Now I was just trying to think of ideas how I can encourage everybody to practice, and yeah, you could do it in the mirror, you could do it with a spouse, but yeah, I'd like to have the variety in here on the SDMs. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of more ideas.
I don't know. I mean, for me, like, I was paranoid to go into a listing appointment and not know what to say and just throw a CMA on the table. So when I had my old coach, he did his listing presentation on a video. I typed it out, I wrote it out, and then I practiced it over and over and over. And he would say in our coaching calls, "Hey, you don't need to sound like me, put it in your own words." And I was like, yeah, no. And I literally I've changed it now. This was 3 years ago, but I sounded just like him. It was word for word, because I was paranoid, and that I was gonna. I didn't, I hadn't been on listing appointments, and so, except for a couple where I just got lucky. So for me, if it's the fear of not knowing what to do in the situation when I want to succeed and I need the money, right? And so I don't have a spouse that, I didn't at the time, that I could fall back on. Like, I have to make this work. And so for me, that means that before I have listing appointments, I practice for however long it takes me to get to my listing presentation. I have a listing appointment today. I'm not going to practice because I just did the presentation on Saturday twice, but usually I do, though. So for me, it's, if other agents hear that, it's like, do you want to fail in front of these people, or do you want to frickin' wrap them up and have a smooth conversation? Because I think most of us are impressed when we watch these guys on YouTube role playing, and they're just cruising through these conversations, and man, I want to do that. Well, we can do that. You can do that. So yeah. That's the way I see it. And I'm still learning. I still have things to learn. I'm not a superstar, but
that's
I've come a long way.
We're going to be learning till the day we go 6 feet deep. There's really no time where you know it all. There's always something that comes out of left field. Every single freaking time, right, Werner?
Absolutely. You learn sometimes stuff you expect to